Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News and Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Godwin Sunday. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. And now to the news. President Bola Tinubu has met with Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the president's private residence in Ikoyi, Lagos State. Governor Sanwo-Olu arrived in a white high-capacity coaster bus accompanied by members of the Governor's Advisory Council, GAC, a key political body within the Lagos State chapter of the All Progressive Congress, APC. Our correspondent, Kike Lomo Okere, has the details.
The Governor's Advisory Council is regarded as the apex decision-making organ of the APC in Lagos State, playing a crucial role in shaping the state's political landscape. In an interview with journalists after a meeting, Sanwo-Olu says the meeting is an occasion to pray with the president, offer well wishes, and reaffirm support, acknowledging Tinubu's leadership over the past 2 years. He concluded by reaffirming his loyalty and that of Governor's Advisory Council to President Tinubu and the APC, underscoring their commitment to unity ahead of the upcoming local government elections.
We all came around to felicitate with him, to pray with him, to wish him well, to say to him that Lagosians and everyone is happy with him, that we can feel, we can see the impacts of what he has done in the last 2 years. And so to wish him well and to continue to say that he has our best wishes at all times, support, and really that's the most important.
He highlighted key achievements attributed to the president's backing, including launch of new blueprint train in Lagos, made possible through federal support, and a recent reduction in fuel and food prices.
Coincidentally, if I dare say today, for us in Lagos in particular, nothing beyond the fact that he was very happy to see us, extremely very happy to see us. He was very excited that we are one big happy family, and we are not divided in any form, and we all honestly also pledge our full loyalty to him, to his government, to as our leader, as our father, and it was unanimous. And he's charged us to ensure that the forthcoming local government election, which, we're all, that we should all go and do our very best and ensure that.
Addressing planned protests scheduled for June 12 by some groups, the governor described them as baseless. Kike Lomo Okere, Global Television News.
The Omni of Ife, Eniton Ogunusi Ojaja II, has applauded President Bola Tinubu's plan to deploy forest guards to secure the nation's ungoverned spaces. The royal father, who gave this commendation while speaking with State House journalists after paying courtesy visits on President Bola Tinubu at his Ikoyi residence in Lagos, assured that traditional rulers would do everything necessary to partner with the federal government to ensure that the plans succeed in securing local communities across the country. Our correspondent was there at the report. The Omni of Ife, Eniton Ogunisi Ojaja II, expressed optimism about the Tinubu's administration effort, praising the proposed restructuring of the forest guard system as a critical step towards lasting peace and investors' confidence. He also hailed the president's economic reforms, which he said will reposition Nigeria on the global stage, just as he backed the administration's newly proposed forest guard security structure.
The current administration is addressing it, which is the area of security. We're very happy with the forest guard structure and another platform to bring in more police force for the forest guard to continue to comb the entire forest, both in the north and in the south. So once security can be addressed, there is a good platform for investment to flow to Nigeria now. One area that Mr. President is addressing now, and I discussed with him too, is area of security. So he's on top. Let's keep praying for him.
Another respected traditional ruler, the Alake of Egbaland, Oba Michael Adedotun Aremo Gbadebo, also paid homage to the president in Lagos. Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global Television News. The federal government has declared Thursday, 12th of June, a national public holiday in observance of Democracy Day, marking 26 years of uninterrupted civil rule in Africa's most populous nation. The announcement was made in a statement issued by Magdalene Ajani, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Interior. The statement says Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji Ojo made the declaration on behalf of the federal government, extending congratulations to citizens and emphasizing the importance of the milestone. In another development, the Abia State Governor Alex Oti says he will continue to support President Bola Tinubu as he takes difficult but courageous and necessary economic decision to fix Nigeria's economy. He added that Tinubu made a courageous decision to remove the fuel subsidy and that it ought to have been done long ago. The number one citizen of Abia State thanked the president for the work he did even in the state, and also used the opportunity to thank previous governors even in the state for work done so far, but emphasized that there was no need to dwell on how things went wrong in the past, especially in Abia State, while stating that what his administration has done is to hit the reset button and started work without looking back. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency has released a forecast of thunderstorms and rainfall across various regions of the country from Sunday through to Tuesday. In the weather updates, the agency predicted morning thunderstorms on Sunday, with moderate rain expected in parts of Taraba and Adamawa in the northern part of the country. The outlook for north-central Nigeria includes a cloudy morning followed by thunderstorm and rain later in the day, affecting areas such as the Federal Capital Territory, Niger, Nasarawa, Kwara, Kogi, and Benue and Plateau State respectively. Governor Hyacinth Alia has gained support from fellow clergymen in the face of mounting calls for a state of emergency in Benue State. Global Television correspondent Felicity Ndere reports that the Benue chapter of the Charismatic Bishops Conference of Nigeria rejected calls from some of their colleagues for the declaration of emergency rule in a press briefing held in Makurdi, the state capital. Here is Felicity Ndere's report.
The recent wave of deadly attacks on vulnerable communities in Benue State has heightened insecurity and sparked mixed reactions from residents and observers alike, with some individuals and groups calling on President Tinubu to declare a state of emergency in Benue. In response to the calls, Archbishop Alexander Nyoki, state overseer of the Charismatic Bishops Conference of Nigeria, said Governor Hyacinth Alia, as a fellow clergyman, deserves the support of religious leaders, emphasizing that Benue needs unity, not a state of emergency, to confront its common enemy.
As fathers of faith, when you have a son and a brother in the vineyard and is doing well, you say, my brother, keep it on. I must say thank you, Mr. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. As you earlier on said, you are standing by the Benue people. We say continue to stand with us and continue to stand with our governor. He's our brother in the vineyard, and we are praying seriously, and what I'm expressing here is pray ye and watch.
The Archbishop stressed that at this critical time, Benue requires unity and collective support for the governor to succeed. He referenced biblical teachings that calls on believers to respect authority, noting that leadership is divinely ordained.
We cannot be against anybody that is saying anything. What we know is there's no authority that is set on earth that is not from God. Any authority that is set on earth comes from God. And the Bible says you must be submissive to the authority. We are the state chapter here. Yes, we are prophets, but we are submissive to the authority. we want to call on Benue citizens and the Christian body not to join the people who kill the child and divide the child. Let the child live so that tomorrow we will use, and tomorrow we will send, and tomorrow the child will feed us.
Clerics reaffirmed their support for Governor Alia and praised President Bola Tinubu for his continued commitment to the people of Benue, particularly his recent directive for the Chief of Army Staff to pay a 2-day operational visit to the state for on-the-spot assessment in response to the escalating insecurity. In Makudi, Felicity Ndere, Clubber TV News.
The federal government has launched an investigation into a viral video showing alleged neglect of accident victims at the emergency unit of the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, Abuja. The video, which circulated widely on social media, showed victims of a road accident reportedly left unattended by hospital staff after being brought in by a Good Samaritan. The Good Samaritan who recorded the footage claimed he found the victims on the road and transported them to the hospital for urgent care. A former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuko Buratai, retired, narrowly escaped death after his convoy came under heavy gunfire attack in Borno State. The revelation was made by the lawmaker representing Borno South Senatorial District, Senator Ali Ndume, during an interview. The assault, believed to be orchestrated by suspected Boko Haram insurgents, has further raised concern about the escalating insecurity in the region. Ondo, Bauchi, Edo, Taraba, and also Ebonyi State have accounted for 90% of all confirmed Lassa fever cases in Nigeria so far in 2025. According to the latest situation report by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC. The agency disclosed this in its latest epidemiological Week 21 report published on its official website. The report confirmed Nigerian has recorded 739 confirmed Lassa fever cases and 141 deaths, resulting in a case of fatality ratio of 19.1%, a slight increase from 18.1%. You are watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News return, Cristiano Ronaldo confirms Al Nassr stay to sign new deal. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. In business, Lagos State government has said that the journey time on the Lagos Blue Rail line from Marina to Maitu, which is 18 minutes currently, will now take about 9 to 10 minutes to complete alongside reduced fare. The state governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated this while handing over the newly imported 3 trains of 12 coaches to the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA. Sanwo-Olu said that with the new coaches that would be deployed on the train tracks soon, commuting along the Blue Rail line would be faster, as the journey is likely to reduce by 50% of what it takes currently. He added that the number of daily trips would also increase and would be worked out by LAMATA. As Nigeria marks the 2nd anniversary, President Bola Tinubu's administration, the Minister of Projects and Economy Planning, Atiku Bogodu, has declared that the country's economy, though still facing challenges, is firmly on the path to recovery. Bagudu made this known after a courtesy visit to President Bola Tinubu at his Lagos residence. Our correspondent Uyi Agbomofuegbe asked more.
The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, noted that bold structural reforms initiated by the administration have begun to yield results, particularly in strengthening investor confidence and unlocking fiscal space for development. He highlighted the removal of long-standing subsidies on fuel, foreign exchange, and electricity as key to freeing up resources previously drained by unsustainable expenditures. The minister said the recovered resources are now being redirected into strategic sectors such as infrastructure, agriculture, education, security, consumer credit, and digital innovation.
The additional revenue, we are putting it to infrastructure use, we are putting it to consumer credit, we are putting it to agriculture, we are putting it to additional money in security, we are putting it to additional money on human capital development and innovations, digital skills, so that we can generate employment.
Bagudu added that the reforms have restored a measure of confidence among domestic and foreign investors. Uyi Agmofwegbe, reporting for Global TV News.
The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, has officially launched a capacity enhancement program for the first batch of Nigerian mining professionals at Midday University, Australia. The initiative is a key outcome of the Nigerian-Australia collaboration with the support of the Commonwealth Government aimed at addressing skill gaps in the mining sector and deepening bilateral ties between Nigeria and Australia. Sharon Ajay has the details.
Australia through the Australian Ministry of Mines and Petroleum and Midday University to facilitate technical training designed to strengthen the expertise of Nigerian mining professionals. This collaboration, with strong support from the Australian High Commission in Nigeria, has now culminated in the commencement of a 2-week pilot training program involving 7 Nigerian participants at Midday University. In his remarks at the launch, the Minister of Solid Mineral, Dele Alake, noted that the program represents the realization of a vision conceived less than 2 years ago. The minister charged the participants to be worthy ambassadors of Nigeria and to leverage the training to enhance the country's technical capabilities and contribute to evidence-based policy design and implementation.
Here I must not fail to mention the strenuous efforts of the Australian High Commissioner to Nigeria, Ms. Edith. She's been a pillar of support and encouragement at every point. She was always there, egging us on, encouraging us at every point, and also traveling, ensuring that this vision came to reality.
Welcoming the Nigerian delegation, Vice Chancellor of Midday University, Professor Andrew Dex, highlighted the importance of capacity building in the global resource sector. He emphasized that the exchange program aligns with the university's mission to promote ethical, sustainable, and inclusive engagement across continents through impactful education and research. The Western Australian Minister for Mines and Petroleum, David Michael, welcomed the Nigerian delegation and expressed strong support for the collaborative approach to resource development. The training covers a wide range of subjects, including extractive metallurgy, sustainable geochemistry, and mineral science research. Participants will also embark on field trips and engage directly with the industry experts to explore mining trends, investment opportunities, and sustainability challenges. Sharon Ajay, reporting for Global TV News.
And on the foreign scene, President Volodymyr Zelensky has revealed that the United States, under the administration of President Donald Trump, redirected 20,000 anti-drone missiles that were originally intended for Ukraine to American forces stationed in the Middle East. In an interview, Zelensky said Ukraine had relied on the missile delivery to bolster its defense against ongoing Russia drone assaults, particularly swarms of Iranian designed Shahad drones. He noted that the plan developed under President Joe Biden's administration and coordinated with then Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin was meant to deliver a cost-effective and specialized missile system to counter aerial threats. Masked and armed federal agents have carried out sweeping immigration raids in Los Angeles, while others pounced on migrants at a New York courthouse in a forceful display of U.S. President Donald Trump's crackdown on people without documentation. Our correspondent, Priscilla Obasi, has the details.
From courthouses to hardware stores, parking lots in two of the most diverse cities in the world, federal agents wrestled migrants into handcuffs and unmarked vehicles. Angelica Salas, executive director for the Coalition of Humane Immigrant Rights, says immigration and custom enforcement agents were carrying out racial profiling amidst what she described as random sweeps.
What I also want you to know is that none of the operations that we have reported on had any warrants with people's names on it, with the name of the businesses. They were random sweeps, and they were picking up our community in random sweeps. They were racially profiling our community. So I want you to know, and I want this president to know, and I want every elected official in this country to know, being brown, being black, being Asian, looking like an immigrant does not make you criminal.
Agents allegedly used extreme tactics, conducting unprecedented raids on at least 3 areas of Los Angeles to detain dozens of people. Priscilla Obasi, reporting for Global TV News.
National Guard troops were deployed to Los Angeles amid ongoing protests against immigration raids, despite that California Governor Gavin Newsom's objections. Newsom formally requested that Trump administration rescind the order to deploy the troops. The governor requested a letter to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, which he then shared on X. President Donald Trump's sweeping new travel ban came into effect early Monday immediately after midnight, barring citizens from a dozen nations from entering the United States and bribing a decisive measures from his first term. The move is expected to disrupt refugee pathways and further restrict immigration as the Trump administration extends its crackdown on illegal migrants. Many of the nations covered by the restriction, however, adversarial relationship with the United States, such as Iran and Afghanistan, while others face severe crises like Haiti and Libya. And in sports, Nigerian's Toby Amusan recorded a fastest 100-meter time of the season with an 11.18-second finish at the Racer Grand Prix, a World Athletics Continental Tour silver meeting in Kingston, Jamaica. Amusan placed fourth in the highly competitive women's sprint final in front of 15,000 spectators that saw the top 4 athletes set season best marks, with the top 2 season also meeting the qualification standard for the 2025 World Championship in Tokyo. Running in lane 2 and representing Racers Track Club, Amusan reacted to the gun in 0.198 seconds and crossed the line behind 3 Jamaicans and an American. Both showed marked improvement from our previous outings this year. Portugal striker Cristiano Ronaldo is ready to extend his stay with Saudi pro side Al Nassr and is even prepared to sign a new deal. According to Fabrizio Romano's post on X, the Portuguese have dismissed rumors of leaving Al Nassr. Ronaldo, who joined El Nassr in December 2022 on a record-breaking deal, has played a transformative role both on and off the pitch. That's it on Global TV Midday News. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all our social media platforms now showing on your screen using at Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV Nigerian app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. I am Godwin Sunday. Thank you for watching.